every trainer suffers from a little thing called show-offitis. So when people are around, trainers want to all of a sudden get stronger. And then it's like, well, what you doing? Hey, you can do that. Older you get, you have to be comfortable with telling the trainer to go fuck yourself.
I'm no philosopher or nothing like that, but when the energy hits, it hits. Now let's get into the episode. It's Boss with Boss Moves, where I'm putting in work with the ones that's already putting in work. Today, I got my brother, best friend, international superstar, little guy, Kevin Hart. Only right to do it with you, 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm excited to have you here today. Just kind of talk through your success, your mindset beyond what people see.
First and foremost, I want to say it's dope as hell that you're doing something like this. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Shit?
Yeah.
What's your thing? Is this like a raw, unscripted, unfiltered thing?
Raw.
Okay.
Everything we do is raw, baby.
Yeah, that's not completely. Well, just, you don't.
Well, huh?
I don't think you.
That was wrong.
I get it. I think it's very important and necessary for you to be the voice that you've become. I think letting people behind the curtain to see how we actually approach it day to day and the why within the day to day is pretty dope. You talk about the early mornings. I think it's something that we married ourselves to because the idea was doing the work before the work, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even in this moment now, if you notice, it's not just about us. Our team, our crew, our core is always around us. And I think we've surrounded ourselves with a crazy amount of positive energy so that our morning routines are something that becomes more community than just a solo event, right? So what was once just about me and my mind, I think has become a nucleus of how we operate in general as a core. I think we have something to offset that stress, then, it adds a significant amount of value. So for me, operating and working on my mind, my body, at least makes me feel like I'm putting something and pouring something into me that helps amplify what I'm able to do on a day-to-day.
Was there a determining factor when you decided you wanted to have a trainer? Most people don't know, we've been doing this 15 years full-time, traveling the world together. What was the, idea to make that level of investment, into your health?
Eric probably can remember this. I think I was doing it wrong, right? Like I was working out a lot, but I wasn't really seeing results and stuff. Like you can actually be committed to the gym, but not do it right.
Yeah.
So when, in the early years, we would snap on each other, and one of the snaps was like, you go in there every day, and I don't see the change.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing in there? It was like, what are you doing in there? And I was like, man, I think I probably need to get a trainer. Because if I'm going every day, and I'm not seeing the results, there's something about this atmosphere that I don't know that I need to either learn or I need to have somebody show me.
Yeah.
So lucky enough, me finding a trainer ended up becoming one of the best relationships that I now have in my life. But that's not the case for a lot of people, right? Like you're trying to find somebody that you have a good rapport with, build a good rapport with, and whose energy you can feed off of. And it's not just a do what I say, because I said it. It becomes a positive energy of we. And you seeing somebody grow, ultimately it helps make you grow, right? Like I think the best reward for any trainer is a client of change in so many different ways.
What you're saying to me just struck a chord to like someone being there to actually take you and build those building blocks that's, continue to press you forward, that level of positivity.
Absolutely. I think, when you start to see things work that are systematic, you can apply the same system to everything else. It becomes a plug and play. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what blueprint you're following. If it starts with the concept of we are going to do the work together, and to do the work together, you got to show up. You got to show up and you got to show out. And if we show up every day, there is no world where we're not going to ultimately win, right? And I think showing up for yourself every day in the gym, you see the benefit in 3 months, and 4 months, and 5 months down the line. I like the idea of, damn, what I put my mind to, I can do. And I'm 46, I'm about to be 47, and I'm still doing the same thing. And it's not hard because I married myself to the system. At work, I still show up every day. I'm still there. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, it's all a system. I'm following the blueprint of a system, but the system starts here.
No matter where we are, no matter how stressful life is, we land, we go straight to the gym.
Yes.
It's routine. And I feel like a lot of people lack routine because they don't want to see the consistency. And one of the things that I give you a lot of credit for, through all the things that you've been able to accomplish, you've created a routine. You've created consistency. We can get ready to go over to the next thing.
Can we just go?
Let's go work out.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I don't understand you sometimes.
Hey, we're doing a real workout, by the way.
I understand that, but it's like, how long do you want to warm up? At some point, the warm up has to stop.
I was trying to let you talk.
Well, I was done. I was done talking.
We got back lunges.
And don't get out here and get crazy because his camera's on and throw me these crazy weights.
What?
Okay.
I gave you the lightweights.
Just
I
making
don't
sure,
know what.
making sure we all on the same page. See, every trainer suffers from a little thing called show-offitis. So when people are around, trainers want to all of a sudden get stronger. And then it's like, well, what you doing? Hey, you can do that. Older you get, you have to be comfortable with telling the trainer to go fuck yourself, okay?
We're not doing
That's
that
the beauty of the relationship. You can go fuck yourself. I'm gonna grab these little weights and I'm gonna work on myself at the pace of now.
Kev, what's something right now? I know you're in a golf. What's the biggest thing about golf that's teaching you that you didn't realize you needed?
How many?
12.
Anything mental for me, it's time-consuming, it's challenging, but it's also peaceful. When you can be in your own thoughts and so many people have their hands in, so many people want to talk, so many people need time, you find yourself being an energy source for all. So when you can go and be in your own space, it's better. It's a good reset.
Yeah.
Right? I think we're getting older, so.
Y'all getting older. I'm gonna be clear about that. I'm not as old as you.
Oh, so you're aging backwards?
Kinda.
Yeah.
To be
What
honest.
did you just turn?
41, but
What age is after 40?
don't worry about
Well,
that.
this is just simple.
Well, the way I exercise and
I know,
take
it's just
care
a
of
question.
myself.
Just answer the question.
Well, don't be putting the old age stuff on.
That's fine, but after 40, what comes?
I understand that.
What did you
I don't
say?
like the way you framed it.
I didn't frame it. I said we're getting older, okay?
What's exciting about, you got Duke getting ready to go to college. I'm excited about that whole college thing, because you didn't go to college. And so, seeing your...
Boss, don't yell it out like that.
Well, you didn't,
okay?
I mean, you're
I know,
successful,
but
college. But
get it.
the fact that you get to experience college through your son and daughter's eyes...
Well, just phrase it differently.
No, I'm
You know what
not.
saying?
You didn't go to college.
Well, by choice.
No. Nobody wanted you in the school, to be honest with you. And you didn't want to go to school.
Well, I couldn't go to school, boss.
Yeah, you didn't have the grades.
I didn't have the grades in school. But I will tell you, the dopest thing about seeing the kids grow up is seeing them kind of follow suit to this thing that we do. Like seeing Du work out with us, him work out with his friends, seeing Heaven commit to like a healthy lifestyle in the gym. That's the best compliment that you can ever get as a parent. Best compliment comes from seeing your youth turn into like really good adults.
What's the biggest thing you would say your kids have taught you at this chapter of your life?
I think I'm cheating as a parent. Everybody evolved, everybody's got married, everybody has kids. The biggest lesson that I learned is it's important to have people that are around you that you can talk to while raising kids, because it's not something that really is easy, and I want to say like something that's cool to figure out on the fly.
Yeah.
Of course, people do it,
Yeah.
but I like the fact that I have a community of people that have helped me along the way. So communicate to those outside your household that you're close to, because ultimately that energy flows into your household.
What's a moment when you look back at your life and the things that you've accomplished that you feel like has set a bar for the next generation?
Got it. Two things. Me, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, sharing the stage at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And not telling the audience, doing it as a surprise. It's just showing that conglomerates can all align. In our culture, we suffer from the crabs in the barrel mentality, right? Everybody wants to be the person, and sometimes you're dragging people down for you to get up. And that doesn't have to be the case. Like the streamers of today, right?
Yeah.
Kai and Drewski and Mr. Beast, right? That whole world of new influencer, streamer, now entrepreneur, entertainer, me going and just fucking with them to say like, I support you. And I don't think what you're doing is bad. I think that you discovering a new way to success is ultimately great for the business. Once again, not being the crabs in the barrel or showing that that's the way it should be, going the complete opposite. I think those are two pivotal moments for me in my profession. Of course, I had massive wins, and I've done massive things in my career, but you gotta find avenues to get to what's really important and what stories you're best trying to tell.
You've always talked about how you wanted to collaborate and continue to elevate the people around you, which is an example that I get to stand for because we've taken this whole idea of work into the boardroom, doing partnerships and building amazing opportunities. You know, there's not been many guys in the comedy game that has taken the business approach that you've taken. So when you think about comedy and business, what does that look like? How did this all come about to build Heartbeat, to say, you know, I'm gonna be one of the greatest comedians of our time, business, comedy? What was the mindset?
I think the best thing about show business is understanding the separation in both words. I understood the business and show, and I understood that the longevity in entertainment comes from understanding the business. And you can understand the business while building relationships in the business, then you can be a part of the forever business. The show changes all the time.
Yeah.
There's always a different show. We can go see a matinee, you can go see a noon show, you can go see a 9 p.m. show, or you can go to a midnight show.
Yeah.
Or they can say, we're done with this show, let's bring in another show. But the format and the business never changes. And how you find a through line of connectivity, that's what longevity is.
Yeah.
That's where it presents itself. So I discovered that early on, and that became the appetite for more. I'm done my fourth set, by the way.
We're going inside, but I think what you just said is marketing changes, principles don't.
That's so good, but I didn't say that.
No, marketing changes,
I know that
principles
those are his
don't.
words. Those are good, and I'm going to give you one. I didn't say that. He said that. So you should take the good ones that you have, because it doesn't happen often.
They happen all the time.
The name of this segment is called Who's the Boss? And right now, things will change. I'm the boss now, so the workout will finally get good. We're gonna do jump squats. 20 jump squats, 10 pull-ups. After we do the 20 jump squats, 10 pull-ups, come over here. And now I'm changing it. We're gonna go 8 each leg. Bow. Power ups. I wanna see your knee drive up, core, legs, okay? At the same time, you're focusing on holding your core in one position, legs up. 8 and 8.
To be honest, that shit's stupid.
8 and 8. I'm the boss. You're not the boss.
I'm gonna do everything.
Jump squats, let's go. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna do everything.
Talk is cheap.
I'm gonna do everything.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do everything you said, but I'm gonna just be honest. That's a dumbass workout. You got me doing jump squats, pull-ups, step-ups, and push-ups for a leg workout?
And go. Pull-ups, let's go. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Chin up. How many was that?
10.
I don't think it was 10.
That was 10.
That was definitely not 10.
That was absolutely 10.
It definitely wasn't.
10. When you think about discipline, motivation, we can stay on the topic. Like, what does that look like as that transcends through your family?
You need to catch your breath. Are you tired?
No, I'm not tired. What's tired from what? That's why I got energy.
All right, well, come on.
That's why I got energy. Oh, now we're doing step-ups?
I said step-ups. 8 each leg, come on.
You said push-ups, then step-ups.
No, I changed it. 20 jump squats, 10 pull-ups, step-ups. Come on, 8 each leg, get your weight.
Just made some shit up.
Where do I go and get discipline from?
Yeah.
My mom.
Your mom.
Rest in peace to the GOAT, Nancy A. Hart. Best to ever do it. When it comes to mothering, doesn't get much better. Instilled in me early, you do not start what you're not gonna finish. Things have to have a period. Sentences have to finish. If they run on, they're incorrect. So what are you starting versus what are you completing? And that's kind of stayed with me. It didn't click though till I got older, which is weird, because if it had clicked early on, I might have did a lot better in school and the things where I should have. I got very lucky in life, so the kids watching this, school is important, don't do what I did, and fuck off opportunities just because of ignorance.
We always talk about competition. The world is fueled by competition. How do you take competing with your craft and your career to still want to be one of the best comedians, businessmen? Like, that's a part of that drive, right? And
I'll tell you this, we're in a time where the generation has gotten softer. Shit talking is support. Shit talking is motivation, is inspiration. Yeah. Finding a way to drive energy through your friendship or through your peers is a great thing. Competition does not have to be cutthroat.
Yeah.
Competition is just making sure that you're putting your all into something the same way I am. Starting quarterbacks are great because a backup quarterback is at practice every day trying his best to become the starter.
Yeah.
He has nothing against the starting quarterback. But if he has an opportunity, he's gonna take it. It's my job to be ready when that time comes. My job to push you. I got openers that have been with me for years. I'm a sharp comedian because of my openers. They wanna be headliners.
Yeah.
They wanna be stars, and they fucking can.
Yeah.
Their energy and how they approach their craft pushes me. I believe in shit talk.
Yeah.
I believe in banter. Me and my kids, I talk shit with my kids. My son, my youngest Zoe, plays tennis, golf, track, everything.
Yeah.
The way I push him is by competing with him. He wants to beat his dad already. When that day comes, and it will, his feeling is gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't beat my older son no more. That's a big energy.
Yeah.
That's a big hill to overcome. So I don't care what it is. Corporation, work environment in a system, you're always pushing the person in front of you to do better and do more. And your legs will look a lot better on the bottom half.
My quads and my calf ratio.
Quads are there.
Genetic thing.
Quads are there.
So you know,
Calves are what's missing. That's why you look like a bat. Bat is real thick right here, but at the bottom of that bat, it disappears.
that's why you gotta have tough skin.
Okay, well, show the
Can't let
camera.
your friend
Show the
try to
camera
break
your calf muscles.
No, I don't care. I don't suffer with being short.
Short is in the eye of the beholder. I'm many and mighty.
All right, here we go. We got 30 seconds of kettlebells. I'm gonna ask you some questions. I want you to answer them super fast. Who gave you your motivation?
Nancy Hart.
What humbles you the most in most ways?
My children.
What keeps you hungry after success?
The idea of doing more.
What did fitness become your identity? Hey, it still got time.
Did you tell me how much time I got
I
left?
said 30 seconds. I'm gonna stop the clock. You can get mad all you want.
What's your question, boss?
Huh?
What's your question?
What do you mean, what's your
Is
question?
there a question?
What are you still learning?
How to be patient.
Hey, this supposed to be rapid fire. I'm about to rapid fire on your ass in 2
I answered
seconds.
the question.
All right, 30 seconds. Let's go. What makes you mad?
What makes me mad?
Yeah.
Wanting the most of people that don't want the same for themselves.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Waking up to my beautiful wife.
What makes you look the way you look?
Well, that's just genetics.
Do you brush your hair?
Well, because...
No, you don't. There's naps. That's called naps.
Okay.
You need to go get something to slice up your hair in the back.
Okay, all right, boss.
Okay? No, you're tired.
No, it's fine.
And we're going on to something else. This is
Okay.
it.
Well, what we doing now?
All right, right now we're about to race. You know what it is.
Say it
About
again.
to
I'm
get
sorry,
you on a
say it-
race.
say
You
it
know I
again.
be smoking. We got to run it back.
Race what?
We got to run a race. Same ones I do
I'm
all
not
the time.
No, I'm not racing you, boss.
On your mark.
I'm not...
It's just set go. By the way, it's just set go. I
Okay.
know the last time you raced, you tore yourself up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set. Actually, we just gonna go sit down real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're doing anyway.
We're gonna go have.
By the way, and I'm gonna say this so the people that are watching Boss Moves and this whole thing, he doesn't race anybody that can actually run.
I got videos of me smoking you.
He races kids and
because-
and men that are on the decline.
There's
And
no such thing as a man on the decline. I race women, kids, and men all the time.
Pull up the
And
stats.
athletes. Man, you know, I appreciate you for being here, taking time. As you know, Boss Moves is something that is not about me. It's more about the definition of kind of, I would say, we created from the gym to the boardroom, right? Beyond just working out. The working out became the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the connectivity. By the way, get over here, make sure we get the right energy here. You know, I know on your show you got a sommelier?
What? What'd you just say?
A sommelier.
A what?
A sommelier. So this is somebody that's here for me all the time for my C4
What are you
sommelier.
trying to say?
Huh? I'm saying a sommelier. A som.
Just say that.
Just a sommelier.
Kalani, if you don't get your bad built ass up out of here, man.
Why you, come on, don't disrespect my sommelier.
Okay, Kalani.
You do this on your show.
Thank you.
You do this on your show, Heart to
Kalani,
Heart,
thank
right?
you. Bye.
Sommelier.
Bye.
Thank you. That's my
Kalani.
song. I'm not trying to embarrass myself.
If you think that's what's embarrassing, then you got another thing. Okay, that's not what's embarrassing.
What's embarrassing?
Well, just you as a person. But
Okay.
what is good is your purpose and what you're doing here, right?
Yeah.
I think it's really dope that you are taking the opportunity to just give information. And I can't say it enough, man. That's the thing that's missing from our world today, right? People
Yeah.
are searching for information. People are desperately trying to find ways to grab sources and learn, but it's far few and in between. So when people like yourself are at the forefront of, I'm pairing myself with a person that I'm already like in great relationships with, and I'm giving these conversations front and center time and space for you guys to hear and hopefully take gems away. That's important, that's necessary.
You just said something I love. It's the gems in the gym, the GEMs and the GYM, because there's so many gems in the gym that people really don't understand that correlate to your life and what you've been able to build. So the real question as we wrap this up to you is what's next? Like, what's the thing that Kevin is looking forward to?
Outside of making it to the pros in golf, I think that my next one, honestly, is to help the next version of like entertainer become the best.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think I've gotten a great opportunity to do what I've done, and I would love to put those that are next in position to do what I did plus so much more.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure that the conversation of pass the baton is a loud enough conversation so that more do it. And whether it's music, whether it's entertainment, film, television, business, you know, at the corporate level, at the VC level, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Like younger people should always have the opportunity to be put in a position to achieve more greatness.
I applaud you along your journey for allowing these guys to bring them and pass that baton because, you know, all the time we see entertainers, when a younger generation come, we seen it and they hating on the young guys because they didn't do it their way.
I know I give you a lot of shit and I talk shit, but as we said before, it's done in the competitive nature.
Yeah.
And I can say I'm proud to call you a brother, proud to call you a friend. Don't stop. Keep your foot on the gas. All right?
Appreciate you. This has been another episode with Boss Moves, Kevin Hart, one of the biggest comedians in the world.
You gotta have a sign out.
No. I'm cool.
Like, this is another Boss Move.
I've saw your shows and you've never done that.
Because I'm good. You need it. Or do something like this. Do that. And this is another episode of Boss Move. Take the can, crush it on your head. and
that was good. On that note.
No, don't crush that on me.
On that note. All right.
At the bottom of that bed.